across the region. Back into the 38-degree temps on Thursday, partly cloudy, and Friday 36 and cloud clearing. That is the latest local news and weather. You're now up to date here on 1287 2TM.
This is Tamworth's Best Festival coverage with Shanae. Thanks to McDonald's. Check out the interactive McDonald's space in Fitzroy Street. 1287 2TM.
And on the breakfast show during our festival coverage, it's an honour and a pleasure and always good fun to have my next special guest back with us in the 2TM studio, the one and only Mr. Troy Cassar-Daley.
Shanae, great to see you, and great to see young Paul walking out there from Kingaroy.
Yes.
Nice kid.
I think he was a bit starstruck.
No, I love meeting people I haven't met before, and it's really, really nice. This is always a bit of a gathering of artists when they're crossing over on time.
Yes.
So and thanks for having me in.
No, pleasure. And looking forward to your big show coming up on Thursday, 4 p.m. at the Trek. But congratulations on all the Golden Guitar nominations, 6 of them for the upcoming GGs on Saturday night.
When they had the readout in Sydney, I was thankfully down there as well, and I thought, I'm going, because I never get to make the Sydney one. Normally I'm working or on the road somewhere. And to get the 6 was phenomenal. I got a chance to sing a song with my wife at the announcements as well, which was something we never do. And it makes me feel humble, I think, to know that you can still get nominations and be one of the artists that's been around a long time. And only just recently losing Chad, you know that we're all mortal, and one day we're going to not be here. But I really do feel privileged to still get nominated, you know, in my age bracket, and I'm sure we all do with Lee and everyone when there's nominations. So very, very proud, as usual. And driving down here yesterday, I always feel the same nerves of getting to the big T, as Slim used to call it. Yep. On his Christmas cards, he'd write, "See you in the big T."
Yeah.
I miss those cards.
Yeah, no. And I mean, we caught up late last year when you were in town just briefly for your role as Sustainability Ambassador for the festival.
Yeah.
Can I ask, is this one of your shirts from the... Did you get this from...
This is a second-hand shirt.
It is, yes.
Now, I really look hard for Western shirts, and they have to
It's a nice one.
They have to have the press studs.
Yes.
Because I like those. But I found this one in Brisbane. I found a green one while I was here on the day, which I love. And Slim used to not like green. Apparently it was a bad showbiz colour, bad luck on stage. So I've never worn green on stage because of that. That must come from the showgrounds, I think. But this is a second handy. I walked in, I was on my way back from the Greek festival in Brisbane, and I said to Laura, I like that old shirt. And I've started to really take notice of, you know, the amount of things that we do buy that have been around the block, but they still look great.
Yeah.
You know, so it's worth it. And I didn't know anything about fast fashion until I spoke to my daughter. And she said, "Dad, you're doing the right thing. Get that second-hand shirt." and I've become a little bit of a person that keeps an eye out for that sort of stuff now. And I was taught that through some of the shops here in town during my visit. So get out there and have a look at these second-hand shops, folks, if you're looking for some absolute bargains. Because I also got Laurel a dress that she wore on the holidays, and she went, "I can't believe you bought this." I said it was $40, would have been 100 and something probably in a shop, but it's colourful, it's beautiful, and she wore it over summer.
Yeah, nice.
So pretty good.
And I noticed too on your socials you ended up landing that big fish that you were hoping to over the Christmas New Year break.
The fishing guys were looking after me. Like I've been a mad fisherman. Even when I lived out here, I used to fish at Keep It and the weir at Manila. I got my first cod at the weir at Manila. And I used to say to my uncle, wherever I go, I'm going to fish. And that's exactly what happened over the holidays. I was telling you how that's my plan, and hoping I can get some flathead and bits and pieces. And I just got some amazing fish. Biggest tailor I've ever got out of the kayak. And it pulled me around like a boat anchor. So it was an amazing holiday, and I feel like I'm really recharged.
Now, looking at 2025, I mean, last year with the release of your album Between the Fires, which was the winner for at the ARIA Awards last year for Best Country Album, and it is nominated for various categories at this weekend's Golden Guitar Awards. I was saying to you off air, I got the chance to listen to that record from track 1 all the way through to the end, and it's emotionally charged, but it's amazing.
Oh, thank you. And one of my friends rang me over the holidays, and he texted me. He said, "You got a minute?" And I went, "Yeah." And he said, "Look, I just want to say, I didn't want to text you this." He said, "I just want to say I'm going through some interesting stuff in my life. I've lost a parent, and I knew he'd lost his dad. And he said, this record has absolutely helped me get through, and I've found some answers in it. And I went, what? And he said, no, I'm not telling you this to blow smoke up your backside. He said, I'm just saying that it helped me. And I think that if songs can do that, that they definitely help me. But when you write them yourself, you feel you're a bit close, Shana, you know. But I really did feel that there was a way to get things out that I wasn't game to even talk about, but I was game to write about it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It does, and listening to it, to the other thing that really, it was just in the back of my mind. I know when you and I have spoken in the past, the fact that it was recorded at your late mum's place.
Yeah.
The whole record.
Yeah.
I thought that was just...
in the house.
Yeah, incredible.
And I moved there when I was 9, and each morning I was waking up in my childhood bed. Well, it wasn't my childhood, but it was a double by the time I was a teenager. But I was laying there thinking, today people are coming over. They were staying at Woolgoolga, and they're going to make music in my old house. And it just felt so special. And I really did feel that getting nominated for these songs, it's been like a comforter to me to get through the time I was going through over the 18 months. It was just not just missing mum, but there was a lot of stuff going on in my life that I needed to change. And I was just talking to young Jack here about changing your life, you know, and my son goes through the same thing. We all have to change our lives just to be happy. And because you're no good to anyone if you're not happy.
Yeah.
So it made a lot of sense to make this record, and to get nominated to win the ARIA was phenomenal. I was up against amazing artists there as well, so really proud of these 6 noms, and I can't wait to play some of the songs actually when we get to Trek as well.
Now, you brought your guitar in, and I've been talking to artists all across the coverage about their guitars. Tell me what's the story behind yours that you have here with you today?
Well, this has been with me for about maybe 12 years, and I bought it ages ago from Takamine, and it's been a good old friend. I bought it because it was the same model Bruce Springsteen uses, and apparently they stay in tune good and they travel well. They put up with hot and cold.
Okay.
So I thought, righto, I'll travel around with this thing, and it's been everywhere. It's got a lot of dings in it. It's got a badge up here from my uncle. It's a South Sydney membership badge for the rugby league team, and underneath that there's a little bit of mum's ashes.
Nice.
In that as well.
Yep.
And she travels with me
I love that.
everywhere I go, and it plugs in nice, and it's all made of maple.
Yep.
And it's like a good old friend. When I'm lonely in the motel, I pull it out, have a strum. Feels like I've got a good mate with me.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Well, what song are you going to treat us to this morning, Troy?
Look, I might do the one that's nominated. It's probably sensible that I do that. And I send this out to anyone that's had a couple of days that are either up or down. Some days are better than others. Excuse me. I'll get that frog out of my throat. Some days are better than others. Some days I miss my mother. Some years make me feel like I've lived 10. We get through the Christmas cheer and think of who we lost that year. The whole damn thing rolls round again. I look in the mirror and all I see is my old man staring back at me every day. 'Cause every time I speak out loud, I only try to make him proud. I think I know just what he'd say. He'd say, some days are better than others. Some friends I see as brothers, and some days you need to talk to other men. If you worry about what people say, you're gonna worry your life away. It just ain't worth it in the end, no. I hear the bell, I'm in the ring. Bitter tears like punches sting, and laid me lower than I've ever been before. I swerve and weave and get back up. I must remember how to duck when trouble comes a-knocking at my door. Step by step, I'm still learning. I won't stop till the day I die. Well, I know my spirit is returning, but for a while there I didn't want to try. 'Cause some days are better than others. Some days I really miss my mother. She made me the man I am. If we worry about what people say, we're gonna worry our lives away. It just ain't worth it in the end. Some days are better than others, my friends.
Troy Cassar-Daley joining me on the breakfast show this morning, and Troy, I've got goosebumps.
Oh, thanks very much, Shana. Look, great to share that. I wrote that song with the wonderful Kevin Bennett, and the stuff he sent back on email from where he lives down there in the South Coast was stunning, and it was easy to mix up what he was thinking and what I was thinking with that song, and so it's so proud that it's nominated. It's proud for Kev. You can see Kev play at the Tamworth Hotel as well with the flood.
Yes.
I still call it the Town Talk. That was what it used to be named when I was living here. But yeah, I can't wait to catch up with him on Friday night.
Now, it's been, 30 years since your first release, Beyond the Dancing.
Yes.
And your upcoming show at Trek this Thursday, the 23rd of January, 4 p.m. It's the songs that shaped me, and I'm guessing in between all that time and even surrounding it, there'd be a lot of songs that have shaped you and your life.
Oh, totally. And the theme of this song came from Nash Chambers had been in touch with me, Casey's brother, and he's produced 3 or 4 records for me. And we were just yarning about, when records came out and different things. And it got me thinking. I thought it'd be nice to share some older songs with people that helped you on your journey. So we've picked a few of those out for this show. And I've got to say, like a new one like Some Days is in there. But I've actually got myself into a bit of a rut because I started playing a few of them on these videos on Facebook, and now I'm changing the set list because I have to have things in there like Ladies in My Life and a lot of these old tunes that people may have heard close on 30 years ago. So it's going to be a bit of a walk down memory lane, but it's a celebration of the friends that songs are. It really is. They helped me through some great times, and they were there during the bad times, and some of them I didn't even write.
Yeah.
Some of them are old covers I've played in bands that have just followed me around, and we've got some incredible guests, and they're from every walk of style of country music, and for me, that's half the fun.
Yeah.
Not knowing who's coming on.
Yeah, well, I was in the audience for last year's show, and you really do. You never quite know who's going to pop up.
No.
So it's a stacked load of fun, but a lot of surprises thrown in there, and a brilliant show.
Oh, thank you.
So looking forward to being back in the crowd again on Thursday. So folks can still get their tickets at entertainment venues.
They sure can. Yeah, look, through you can even go there and get them face to face if you want to go over there to the Big Golden Guitar. I love being able to put these things up each day on Facebook. They probably annoy people, but I've been going through these huge draws at home, and I'm loving sharing the memories.
Yes, I've seen a few of those posts on Facebook.
Oh, they're stupid. They really are. But even one of them, I'm wearing one of my old T-shirts.
Oh, no, it's great fun. Well, Troy Cassar-Daley, thank you for sparing some time to catch up with us here on 2TM. Really appreciate it. Always great to see you back here in our studio, and look forward to the show on Thursday.
Thank you, and I just want to say welcome to everyone who's come from all over Australia to witness this amazing festival of ours. So welcome along.
And the breakfast show continues, an extended edition coming up after 9 a.m, all thanks to this year's coverage sponsors, McDonald's. That's following the latest news, sport and weather details on the way soon.
Hey, true blue, Don't say you've gone.